friends, it's Morah Mushkie back again. We haven't done a Hebrew video in a super long time. So I figured today would be a really good day to start learning some more Hebrew. And you know what we're going to talk about today? Today we are going to talk about misparim. Do you know what misparim are? Misparim are numbers, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all those cool numbers. And numbers, misparim, are really important and they're really good for a lot of things. You know what you can use misparim for? You can use them for counting things, counting anything. You need to know the numbers, right? And you can use them for saying how old you are, or for knowing how old someone else is, right? Or you can use them for knowing how much you have of something. Like, imagine you have a lot of Lego and you want to know, how much do I have? You need to count them using misparim numbers. Or if you even want to know what your apartment number is, right? Like if you want to look outside and see, hey, which apartment do I live in? Or if you want to know your address, or if you want to know what time it is, like if it's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or any of those other numbers. So numbers come in really handy in a lot of ways. So let's learn our misparim, our numbers in Hebrew today. There are a lot of numbers, right? Numbers really go on forever. So we're just going to learn the numbers from 1 until 10, all right? Because those are the ones that we can count on our etzbaot, on our fingers, or also on our toes, right? So you can get out your fingers or your toes if you'd like to count on your toes, and we're going to start counting. So the first number that we have is number, what's that? I bet you know what that is in English. You know what it is in Hebrew? Echad. Can you say that? Echad. Echad is 1. Echad is 1. Echad is 1. 1 is echad, and echad is 1. Now the next one that we have is number, what's that? Shtayim. Shtayim is 2. Shtayim is 2. Shtayim is 2. 2 is shtayim, and shtayim is 2. If you have this much of something, it's shtayim. And the next one is, what's that? Hey, I bet some friends might be this old, or they might be this old. They might be this age, this number. That is shalosh. Shalosh is 3. Shalosh is 3. 3 is shalosh, and shalosh is 3. Ooh, I wonder if anyone is this number old. What's that? Arba. Can you say that? Arba. Arba is 4. Arba is 4. 4 is arba, and arba is 4. Now, what about, hey, if there are any pre-K friends watching this, they might be this number. What's that number? Chamesh. Can you say that? Chamesh. Chamesh is 5. Chamesh is 5. 5 is chamesh, and chamesh is 5. All right, the rest of the numbers, I don't know if any children watching this are going to be this old. But if you are, give a big thumbs up for your number, okay? This number is shesh. Shesh is 6. Shesh is 6. 6 is shesh, and shesh is 6. All right, now what about the next number? They're getting bigger and bigger. This one is sheva. You know what sheva is? Sheva is 7. Sheva is 7. 7 is sheva, and sheva is 7. All right, ready for the next one? They're getting even bigger. Watch this. This is a cool one. Shmona. You know what's cool about shmona? You can turn it upside down. Still the same number. Shmona is 8. Shmona is 8. 8 is shmona, and shmona is 8. Okay, ready up? We're almost done, all the way counting up to 10. We have 2 more left. This one is teisha. You know what teisha is in English? Teisha is 9. Teisha is 9. 9 is teisha, and teisha is 9. Remember we said we're going to count all the way up till 10? Well, you know what comes after teisha? What comes after 9? Have a look. It's eser. And eser is 10. We did it. We got all the way up to eser. Eser is 10. Eser is 10. 10 is eser, and eser is 10. Give yourself a big pat on the back. That was great. We counted all the way up to eser. Now let's do them all like in a row. All right? Ready, set, go. Echad. Shtayim. Let's see if we can hold them all at the same time. Shalosh. Nah, I don't think it's going to work. Arba. Chamesh. Shesh. Sheva. Shmona. Tesha. And eser. All right, now let's see if we can count them on our fingers without using our number cards. You think you can remember what the numbers are called in Hebrew just using your fingers? All right, get your counting fingers ready. Here's how we're going to do it. Echad, shtayim, shalosh, arba, chamesh, shesh, sheva, shmona, tesha, eser. Hooray, you did it. Now, let's look at your face. I'm going to look at my face here because I can see it in the camera. If you want to go look at your face, you can go look in the mirror. And if you want, you can pause this video till you get to the mirror. All right, now let's look at our face and see what numbers things on our face have. Because remember, we talked about our panim before, so we know some of the numbers, the names of the things in Hebrew. What about our af? How many afs do we have? Just echad. We have one af, one nose. What about our einayim? How many einayim do we have? Our eyes. How many einayim do we have? Let's count. Echad, shtayim. We have shtayim. We have 2 eyes. What about our metzach, our forehead? How many of those do we have? Just echad, just one. And what about our oznayim, our ears? How many of those do we have? Let's count. Echad, shtayim. Just shtayim, 2. We can keep counting, but I don't think anything on our face is going to be more than shtayim. Except for, wait, I see something inside my mouth. Shinayim. But you know what? There are so many shinayim, it's going to be more than eser. So let's just not count those. Let's see if we can see more than eser. Yep, there's so many of those. If you speak Hebrew at home, you'll know all the numbers, but that's going to be too many for us to count. Let's just count our sfatayim, our lips. How many do we have? Echad and shtayim. What about some other things? So we try to see if we can count more things. All right, I looked in my house and I found some other things, so let's try and count them, okay? Let's see if we can get one of each of the numbers. So you know what I'm going to do here? I am going to hang up with some tape one of these numbers when we find that number of things. Like if we find something that has arba, if we find something that I have arba of them, I have 4 of them, then we'll stick it on tape over here, all right? And we'll see if we can collect all of them. Ready? All right, let me show you what I have over here. The first thing I want to show you is this little guy. Can you see how many I have of him? How many rubber duckies do I have? Just echad. Can you say that? Echad. I only have echad rubber duckies, just one. So let me find the number echad here with the numbers. Here it is, echad. All right, let me stick it up because we found echad. Stick it up. Let's see which way it'll go. All the way. Let's do it over here. Can you guys see that? Okay. There we go. All right. So now let's see. What else do I have over here? I have a lot of pencils. Iparons. So you know how you say iparon? And you know how you say pencil in Hebrew? Iparon. Let's count how many iparons I have. I think it's going to be more than echad, right? Okay, so let's count. Echad, shtayim, shalosh, arba, chamesh, shesh. I have shesh iparons, shesh pencils. Let me find the shesh. Here it is. Let's stick it up. And I think we need to move that echad over. It's a little too close. Let's put that over here. And let's put the shesh over here. All right. There we'll have space for all of them. Oh, we can move it over a little more. There we go. Echad and shesh. That's the ones that we found so far. Okay, let's see what else we can find. I have some spoons over here, some measuring spoons. Should we see how many of these I have? Let's count together. echad, שתיים, שלוש, ארבע, חמש. I have חמש measuring spoons. That's how many you need to measure all the things to bake and cook. All right, I have chamesh. Let me see if I can find chamesh over here. Can you show me chamesh with your hands? Chamesh is 5. Here it is. Let me hang it up. And let's see, we need to leave space for shtayim, shalosh, arba, and let's put chamesh over here. You guys can still see that. That's good. And what else do I have? Let me look and see. I found some sidurim, actually is how you say it in Hebrew. How many of these do I have? Echad, shtayim. I have shtayim sidurim. I have 2 of them. That's shtayim. All right, let me find the shtayim. Where is it? Here it is. Can you make a shtayim with your fingers while we hang up our shtayim with tape? All right, we found something with shtayim. Well, we got a lot of numbers up here already. I hope we can find all of them. Okay, now, you know what else I have? I have some markers over here. These are actually what we call in school Morah markers or grown-up markers. They're Sharpies. You know how many I have of these? Let's count, or you might know already because it's a small number. echad, shtayim, shalosh. I have shalosh Sharpies. You can make shalosh like this with your fingers, or like this, or even you can do it like this if you want. There's lots of ways to make shalosh. Shalosh is 3. All right, let's hang that up. And let's make sure we have enough tape. Here we go, shalosh. What else might I have? I have a lot of these over here. This is a card game called Spot It. Let's count how many cards I have. I have echad, shtayim, shalosh, arba, chamesh, shesh, and one more over here. I forgot this one. Sheva. I have sheva cards. Can you make sheva? You need 2 hands. Sheva. Chamesh and shtayim make sheva. Let me find my sheva card. Here it is, 7. All right, let's hang up that sheva. We found them all. All the things that I had sheva of them. All right, we have echad, shtayim, shalosh, chamesh, shesh, and sheva. We're just missing arba, shmone, tesha, and eser, and then we'll have all of them. Let's see what else I have over here. Let me look. I have some plastic knives. They're good for cutting stuff or making sandwiches. Let's see how many I have of these. It's a little hard to see, but keep a close eye on them, all right? Echad, shtayim, shalosh, arba, can you count with me? Chamesh, shesh, sheva, shmone. I have shmone plastic knives. Super cool. All right, let me see if I can find that number. Here it is. Can you make it with your fingers? You need chamesh and shalosh to make shmone. Let's hang it up. Here we go. We are almost done finding all the numbers. What else do I have? Let me look around over here. You know what I have over here? I have some svarim, some books. Let me count how many I have. Echad, shtayim, shalosh, and arba. I have, can you show me arba with your fingers? Arba svarim. That's how many I have. And let's find the arba number over here. Here we go. There is arba. Oh, look. Now that row is finished. We found echad, shtayim, shalosh, arba, and chamesh. Now let's see if we can fill in these last 2. All right, these are going to be big numbers. You guys get your counting fingers ready? All right, let's do it. Let's find tesha and eser. Okay, so for the last 2 things, the first one I have over here is some little magnets. See how they're all trying to stick together because they're magnetic? Let's see if we can separate them and count them. Echad, shtayim, שלוש, ארבע, חמש, שש, שבע, שמונה, and last one, I think it's going to attach over here. It doesn't want to attach. Tesha. Whoa, that was a big number. There's Tesha of these. 9. All right, let's get that Tesha. Here it is. Or with your fingers, it looks like this. Tesha. And let's do the last one. The last one, I wonder what number it's going to be. What number are we missing over there? Let's see. I have these plastic bowls. Let's count them together. echad, שתיים, שלוש, ארבע, חמש. Well, I wonder what it's going to be. שש, שבע, שמונה, תשע, and eser. Hooray! We found all those numbers. All right, that was the last one that we hadn't found yet. Eser, here it is. We found our last one. All right, that was super fun. I wonder if you guys want to see if you can find some of those numbers in your house. All right, for our last thing we're going to do before this video is over, let's count backwards from 10, all right? I'm going to point to each of these numbers. We're going to start at eser. We're going to go that way, and then we'll go that way, all the way till we get to echad, and then we'll say blast off, all right? And that will be the end of the video. Ready, set, and go. eser, tesha, שמונה, שבע, שש, חמש, ארבע, שלוש, שתיים, אחד, blast off! That was so fun. See you guys later.